the hold of Shiv Sena is gone, and BJP has emerged as the number one party is very, very significant. And the second point to note here is this, that of all the states in India, Maharashtra happens to be the state which is the most urban. That means it is the number one urban state of the country. This corporation is unique in the sense that it is the richest corporation in the country, and its annual budget is nearly 75,000 crores. I think it is around 74,487 crore to be precise, if my memory serves me right. And if you take this annual budget into account, then it is much larger than the budgets of many state governments. Namaskar. Friends, today I would like to share with you all my thoughts on the results of the urban elections in Maharashtra in general and Mumbai in particular. Of course, as I am talking to you, one doesn't have the exact numbers that the contestants got each. But it is now absolutely clear that after 28 years, the rich legacy of late Bala Thackeray, the supreme leader of Shiv Sena, is gone in the sense that his successor and Uddhav Thackeray and his estranged cousin, the Raj Thackeray, and that family which had absolute control of the Shiv Sena even after the split of Shiv Sena, because as far as Mumbai is concerned, I think they had their solid vote base. And the very fact that in today's election it has been seen that as far as the Shiv Sena is concerned, though the Shiv Sena as a whole in the rest of Maharashtra is with the Deputy Chief Minister Shinde, that breakaway faction, but as far as Bombay is concerned or Mumbai city is concerned, that family has gotten some hold. But that hold is not strong enough to capture power of this Brihad Mumbai election, or rather Brihad Mumbai, what do they call, corporation, municipal corporation, Brihad Mumbai Municipal Corporation. And as you know that this corporation is unique in the sense that it is the richest corporation in the country, and its annual budget is nearly 75,000 crores. I think it is around 74,487 crore to be precise, if my memory serves me right. And if you take this annual budget into account, then it is much larger than the budgets of many state governments, say like that of Himachal Pradesh or in Goa, I think almost all the northeastern states. So it is not an ordinary municipal corporation. As I said, it is the richest, and the very fact that it is the municipal corporation of the financial capital of the country. And here, after say 28 years, the hold of Shiv Sena is gone, and BJP has emerged as the number one party is very, very significant. And the second point to note here is this, that of all the states in India, Maharashtra happens to be the state which is the most urban. That means it is the number one urban state of the country. And if you see the urban elections in totality, and the elections results that have crept in, say from Pune, from Nagpur, from Thane. The alliance between BJP and Sindhe, that means breakaway faction of Sindhe, who now is the Deputy Chief Minister, they hold a complete hegemony, or that in the sense that edge over all the opposition parties put together. But how really does one look at this election? I think there are two ways of looking at it. In the sense that this election showed that the BJP's charisma, or for that matter, the charisma of its supreme leader Narendra Modi, holds still very strong. Like in other parts of the country, it certainly holds strong very much in Maharashtra, and the very fact that they did so badly in the last years, the parliament elections, and within 1.5 years they have been able to recoup, in the sense that they got a tremendous victory in the last assembly elections, and now even the local elections were held even in the rural areas last month, and this urban elections, as I said, that this is the most urban country, state of the country, means quite significant that the what we call it in Hindi, padhe likhe, that total middle class. I think here, compared to other parties, the hold of BJP and its allied parties is definitely much stronger than the opposition parties put together. It does not mean that this government is perfect and people are very happy with it. I think there are now complaints that have come across from various parts of the country, that there are many things where there is tremendous scope for improvement as far as the BJP is concerned. But despite that, if when elections are being held, BJP is winning, that means even as an ordinary person, when one goes to the polling booth to cast one's vote, then he or she does think about the issues in totality. Maybe there are certain areas where the government has, the Modi charisma has not held true, or it is weakening. But the fact is that if in the totality sense, in the sense if you have got the broad macro view, then I think still BJP is the number one party of India. But more than that, as I said, this is one way of looking at it. And why it is number one party, one can give many reasons. Because here is a chap who is forward looking. They are talking in terms of development, and they being really the number one nationalist party of the country today is something that no question can be raised on that particular aspect. So this is one way of looking at it. But I think for me, and that is the point I like to highlight before concluding, that is the fact that the Indians still are not impressed by the tamasha that the opposition parties are staging from time to time, and in general, and then the number one opposition party of the country, that is the Congress party and its leader Rahul Gandhi in particular, in the sense that forget about the regional parties. Suppose TMC is strong in Bengal. We do not know whether what exactly will be happening there after 4 or 5 months, because the assembly elections are due there. But the point is that as a party, as a national party, all told, Congress really under the leadership of the Gandhis, first under the mother and now under the son, does not show any sign of recovery in strict sense of the term. Why is it so? Are people in the country tired of this party's policy of dividing the country in the name of religion and caste? You see, what particularly the opposition parties in general and the Congress party in particular are talking of. They talk of everything caste, and then secularism means being anti-Hindu and promoting blindly the cause of the so-called minorities. That itself is a much complex subject. We'll discuss it some other day. But this sort of negative and divisive politics, that as long as you win, everything is fine. If you are not winning, then every institution is wrong. You have not. The role of any opposition should be always constructive, in the sense that they do have a very, very important role to play in any democracy. So it is natural that they will be opposing the policies, but there is a big difference between opposing and obstructing. There is a heaven and hell difference between the two, opposing and obstructing, because you have got every right as the principal opposition party to have dissent as far as the government's policies and views are concerned. But the point is that the government has been elected by the people of the country to govern. But the very fact that you do not allow them to govern, you do not allow the parliament to function, you say that every governmental organization is compromised and wrong, and you talk, as I said, that only caste, and the communal, everything is wrong. And in the name of federalism, actually, you are not bothered about the India as a country. You only are obsessed with a particular state wherever you are in power. So this sort of divisive politics is not impressing the people of India. And if anything, the latest round of these polls there in Maharashtra is the best indication that obstructive politics does not pay. Thank you very much for listening to me with patience. Namaskar.